Brandon, nice to meet you.
What up, bro?
Corb, nice to meet you. Come on in. I have to look at my notes.
I really don't throw any events in here.
The guy who built this place doesn't really like to I like it private too, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like motherfuckers doing all that crazy shit up here, to be honest.
No.
These are just friends.
Okay.
Friends who have been here type shit. I mean, I think everybody here has been in the booth. Who hasn't? Like, Berto was the other day. I mean, y'all know John. BJax, we haven't done it in the booth with BJax yet. I've just been getting everybody that comes through here in the booth.
Like, not like this yet. It's the first time doing it.
Tough.
It's like talking to other engineers, because like I want to show engineers love and like more producers love, because I feel like it's always artists, it's always rappers, it's always like producers get love sometimes, but like not as much as they deserve.
Yeah, all
You know
the time.
So like that's kind of what I want to staple on WAVCHECK, is like other producers, other engineers, because like other than Max, like who else do you know is like a popular engineer?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like niggas like, oh yeah, that's my favorite engineer. Like, oh yeah, he's create dope projects. Like he's curated, like he's mixed this project and stuff like that. You know, like no one really talks about that.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to make that a staple.
Only engineers know other engineers.
Exactly.
And producers are like sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. But like regular listeners, like they barely know producers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's really what I want to do on WAVCHECK. And you say like your family heavily inspired you in what you do. See that?
My family, I think indirectly, like inspired me and got me into it.
Yeah.
Like, I had just always been around it, and I've always enjoyed music. I've always just enjoyed listening to it.
Yeah.
When I got into high school, and all my friends, you know, motherfuckers would freestyle and shit, and just be having fun. And I was always not the one freestyling. I was just like listening. And then that's when I started making beats and stuff. I made my first couple beats in high school and stuff, but I wasn't like super committed.
Yeah.
And then over the years, I would like mess around and stuff. And then I really started taking shit serious like 3 years ago.
Okay.
It was always just for fun before, like when I was trying to figure out a career. And like I went to NJIT, I was doing mechanical engineering. Like I really just went there because I was told I had to pick something, you know? I feel like a lot of people kind of end up in that situation where they don't really know what they want to do after high school, but it's like everybody's telling you got to start looking at schools, and everybody's telling you got to start picking a major, and you got to start doing all that shit. And it's just like, motherfuckers are kids, bro.
I felt that. What was like that moment, because you said you took music serious 3 years ago, what was that moment? It's just like, dang, like I really need to take this serious. Like, was it like a significant change, or like how did that all happen?
I was always trying to make extra money doing things like with real estate and stuff.
Yeah.
And when I realized how sick of it was, I was just having good weeks here and making good money. I think there was one day where I was just like, this shit, bro. I just was like, I'm gonna just lock in. Like, this is what I want to be here every day. Like when I finish my day at work, I want to come here. So and then it got to the point where I just started coming here every day in the morning, and I'll just be here all day. So now it is that at the point where I'm here all day. I don't see the sun very much, but that's okay. Like I'm not mad. Like I would live here if I had to. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It kind of just happened. For me, it's like I kind of just start gravitating towards the things I want, and subconsciously, like I might not even realize it. I think a lot of us maybe do that.
No, yeah, for sure.
But with this, it was that kind of just happened. Like one day I was just like, yeah, this is where I need to be.
You just dropped everything, basically? You just went straight to it?
Yeah.
I just like, because you probably like have close fam that like kind of help guide you and stuff. Like how did your fam react to that when you?
Well, I've always been, I definitely has always been kind of rebellious, not really listening to my parents.
That's facts.
You know? So I think that's how a lot of us end up in music, is by not, you know, doing the things that they want us to do with getting a job and, you know, doing those things. And for me, with the background I have, it wasn't hard for me to turn it into something that worked. And I'm definitely grateful for having the support that I've always had from my family, and especially my mom and my brother. Because they, like, no matter what, they've always, even if my mom doesn't agree with it, she has always like just kind of supported me and like, and let me make the choices that I wanted, that I was going to make one way or another, you know. And I think because of that support, it made it more possible to like be successful at what it was I wanted to do, because one way or another I was going to do it. So
yeah, right. What do you think is like the hardest challenge, or to do what you do every single day? What is the hardest part of doing it?
I think in being in music, we all have that, whether you're an artist, a producer, or even an engineer, like everybody has that delusion that they're gonna be big and famous and like rich off this shit one day. I don't call it a delusion because it's not like it's not possible, but I think the hardest thing about what we do is maintaining the consistency and motivation to actually make it happen. Because you have to understand that in the music industry, it's not even the top 1%.
Yeah.
It's like the top 0.01%, right? And it's like to really be somebody that gets there, like you have to hold yourself to that type of standard. Like I wake up and I come here and I'm here all day, and then, you know, and then like when it comes like with streaming and stuff, it's the same thing. Like, yeah, your day you have to be fully embedded in what it is that you're doing to make it happen. And you have to, I think a second thing I would add to that is also the mistake a lot of artists and producers make, of like, especially new artists and producers, the mistake that they make is that they don't realize that they also need to be content creators. They need to be successful and known in today's world. Like you gotta be, your face is a part of your brand. Like you have to be known, you have to be entertaining in whatever manner that is. You have to be all of those things. Like you're not just an artist, you're not just a producer, you're not just an engineer, you're a business person, you're a creator, you need to be networking. It's like all the extra shit that comes with it is the stuff that a lot of people neglect, and is why a lot of them aren't successful, I think. And that's just me seeing it as an engineer who sees young artists come in here and not have a clue what it is that they really should be doing with their time. You know, a lot of them will come and make a song and then go home and play Fortnite.
Yeah.
You know?
You gotta go home, make content.
Yeah, you should have been filming that whole session, and you should go home and make clips and make YouTube videos, and you should go home that night and make a video to the song that you made that day.
Do you have like a lot of artists that come in and out, like who just record and, like you said, just go home, play Fortnite, come back the next day, do the same thing? They only focus on the music and not the...
Yeah, but I try and do my part in kind of inspiring artists to do things that they should be doing. I mean, a lot of engineers don't say a word. Yeah,
that's what I was about to say. Like, a lot of people don't do that. Like, you don't have to do that, but you still do it.
Yeah, but you have to understand that as an engineer and as a producer, your success is based on the success of other people.
Yeah.
You know? If you're working with a bunch of nobodies, like, you're going to be a nobody forever. And as a person who cares about other people and their success, I think it's to my benefit to care about other people being successful at what it is that they do.
Yeah.
And not just being good at my job, but also helping them be good at what they do. It sounds like superficial, but it's hard to explain that. Like some people just got it. Some people just don't got it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like whatever it is, like I don't know how to explain it. But some people just really don't got it. And they think they do.
I know what you mean.
You know? Damn, that might hurt my client base, but
nah, you're good, you're chilling. But like being an engineer though, like constantly coming in here, I know you probably love what you do, but there's probably times where you feel demotivated and times that you're just like, ah, damn, like I really don't feel like going to the studio. Things aren't going my way. Like at those times, how do you push through as an engineer? Or just like for your passion for this, like how do you push through?
I feel like a lot of people talk about like motivation all the time. And I think motivation is stupid.
Yep.
I don't really care about motivation. Motivation is like, motivation is an emotion. Motivation is like love. Love will come and go in a relationship. But to maintain a healthy relationship, you have to you have to stay committed even when you're not feeling it, even when you're not feeling like the passion, you know?
Right.
And for it to be successful. It's the same exact thing with any business, whether it's engineering or whatever. Motivation is just an emotion. Engineering, and as a producer and as an engineer, a lot of your success is based on the success of other people. And for me, that leaves me a little uneasy because I know I can rely on myself. I know I can't really rely on other people very much. So, that's why I like to stream.
Yeah.
Because with streaming, it's something that's clearly tangible and something that I know that I can rely on myself to do every day. I can rely on myself to make clips. I can rely on myself to make content. Whether it's good or not, is also up to me. But as long as I'm being consistent, there's going to be good days and bad days, just like anything else. So,
Yeah, because with streaming, it'll give artists more of an incentive to want to come to the booth because you have an audience watching them making music while you're also making an income from them coming to the booth and also from subs and bits and all that shit. So
yeah,
I see what you're saying with streaming. If you were just doing it by yourself, it would just be completely different.
Within the booths, though, I don't charge for sessions.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't charge.
Okay.
I don't charge artists. I would never charge somebody for an in the booth because it's mutually to our benefit. But when it comes to engineering and doing a session, people pay me to come here and to record them in a professional manner.
Yeah.
When I'm inviting an artist on for an in the booth, it's a lot more. It needs to be more natural. I would never nobody's ever paid me to get in the booth if on stream. If we're doing in the booth, it's been a genuine invitation and connection, or I really like their music. I really like what they're doing.
Right.
So.
But don't you feel like that's something that differentiates you between other engineers though? Because other engineers just be recording.
Yeah.
What you got going on, you actually have a platform that you're building.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I just started streaming because I wanted something more.
Yeah. And how long ago did you start?
Yeah, I've been streaming for a while. I had streamed for a while back during COVID. I was streaming, just playing Call of Duty.
Shit, upcoming engineers and producers, what's one piece of advice that you have for them?
It's just not easy. There's no 401k. There's no salary. There's no, there's none of that shit. So you gotta be balls to the wall or for a little bit.
Until you get up for real.
Yeah.
And you've been engineering for how long now?
It's 18, 2017.
I met you said you went to SAE.
I went to SAE during COVID,
Okay.
2021, 2020, somewhere around there.
And you said you've been producing for how long? So you've been producing and engineering for the same amount of time? Or?
No, I started making beats way earlier, but I never took making beats serious. I think when I started streaming and connecting with all these different producers and yourself as well, and I just started noticing how out of my league I was, and it kind of made me wanting to take that to another level too.
Not included in the video, but are there times come in the studio and just yo, this is ass.
You can include this.
Okay.
99% of people that come to the studio don't impress you.
Really? There's not been one time where you just been damn, all right, that's
1 in 100.
Damn.
It's 1 in 100. For real.
Damn.
99% of people do not impress me.
Is it because you're just working with people who are not as serious type, or is it?
Like I said, some people just don't got it.
He's about to say that.
Some people just don't got it. Some people got it. Some people just don't. And the thing is, you can get it. You can figure it out. You can really find it. But it just takes it takes spending time with the right people.
Yeah.
I don't think I got it for a while either. Yeah. I think for a while I was just I think for a while I was just a nerd. Maybe I still am, but But yeah, it's like it takes time. Like it takes time being around real successful people in whatever industry it is that you're interested in to like study everything about them, how they move, how they walk, how they talk, how they make their music, how they analyze the shit that they do. Like it takes a lot of that to like even find it, like find yourself in like that process. So
no, that's real.
We were talking about Creative Arts Streamer of the Year.
Yes.
And
one of your goals, yeah. For that
year. One of the biggest goal on my mind, and the reason I've been going so hard with it, with Creative Arts Streamer of the Year, is because I said this twice already, but with production and with engineering, you have to rely on other people's success in order to be successful, and not fully rely on it. I'm not using that as an excuse.
Right.
I'm not using that as an excuse, but with streaming, I would say I just trust myself to do everything I got to do to make that happen. I can rely on myself to stream every day. I can rely on myself to put out good content every day and bring good talent. And like I would do other IRL stuff, but I think being here with my goals is a little more important. Because y'all just asked me about if I would do IRL.
Facts, that's a good question.
I would, but like eventually, like when I feel like it. Just everything feels like it's like this is where it's supposed to happen. And I don't know.
Feel that. But B-Jax and Zeddy Will's song, you mixed it, right?
Yeah.
And that's at how many plays right now?
Bro, I think it's at like 3 mil already on Spotify. It's probably at like 5 or 6 mil total.
Bro, that's crazy. And what was your reaction, like hearing the song that you mixed?
So the funny thing is when B-Jax's first song went viral with Groovy, Jersey Love, when that shit went viral, I heard it before it went viral. When he sent me the song, I was like, oh, this is gonna be your big one, bro. I knew it. Like I knew it from the jump. When they recorded this song, I had the same exact reaction. And there's another song on his tape that is coming out in May that I have the same exact feeling about as well. I think there's going to be another 1 or 2 from that project. B-Jax is so crazy, and we have a crazy relationship. He's so annoying, but that's my bro. Like that's my brother. Like we grew up together. Like we fight like husband and wife. Like he's dead ass so annoying. But I love that guy.
How'd you meet him?
He's also from West Orange.
Okay, word. That's hard. I have just like this thing going on. Like I've seen people comparing him. You ever heard of Spliff Happy?
Spliff Happy and him are friends.
Really?
Like they know each other.
Yeah. And I've always seen people like comparing them to both. Like, what do you
I don't think they sound the same.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they sound the same. Those comparisons are funny.
Yeah, I know.
I think B-Jax is really B-Jax. Like he's a unique character. He's got like a real passion for making hits. Like some artists just like making music.
Yeah.
B-Jax has this itch for hits. He's got this itch for like making shit that's gonna go crazy.
Is he in that top 1% you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
But yo, you trying to cook something up?
Yeah, we cook up.
Make a melody and then I'll put some drums on. Or if you got any loops, or we can go through the Discord. Oh, that's hard.